Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare
my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am Notme. I am art. And I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently noon plus 6 minutes on the 4th of July, 2021. You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically. Of course I would. With a hug, with a kiss, or with a jumping chest bump, which is the American equivalent of shaking hands. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you, and you can raise a glass to me as well if you like. We like to start this show with a toast. It just brings everybody together as one before the show begins proper. So here we go. Here's that toast. Hope you've got your beverages ready. To George Washington, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and John Jay. The founding fathers of America were so clever that they concocted a list of rules that they knew would still be relevant here in 2021. And they'll still be relevant in 3021 for that matter, guys. The internet, automatic weaponry, flying cars, they saw them coming and accounted for them way back in 17 whenever. Clever guys. Clever guys. To the founding fathers. Cheers. Oh, got a double dip for that first one. Wowzers. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Howdy, weaklings. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Who have we got here? Who have we got? TB Douglas, hello. Monkey Pixie Funk, hello to you. Awesome hat, thank you. Cost me $20, this hat. It doesn't work great with headphones. So maybe if it's got a thing underneath. Is that? Oh God, that's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Then here we go. Perfect. It's a bit of a jaunty angle there, but then I've always been a jaunty fellow. Definitely not dude. It really is an amazing hat. Thank you, definitely. I appreciate that. Uncle Town, yo! Very American greeting for Uncle Town. Thank you very much. Team Rocket PvP, cheers. Cheers to you. It's Maple Panda. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Gosh. Some lovely people here in the chat. Lovely people here in the chat. 4th of July, guys. It's a magical time for Americans. It is the only time of the year that Americans will say the date properly. Will say the date first. 4th of July 2021. Otherwise, strictly month first, which makes sense in a way, I suppose. But what does the 4th of July mean? Well, as so brilliantly demonstrated last year in the wonderful video Fridge Means War. Fridge Means War, there we go. Still available on YouTube, I will say. As of this morning, currently standing at 6 views since July of last year. So it's not doing too badly, relatively. Using the metaphor of ex-flatmates and a fridge, Independence Day is when America said, "We're over," to the UK. And finally broke up with us. So does that make us Brits the bad guys? The bad guys this weekend, having to hide ourselves away like all self-respecting icebergs do on the anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because, as many will tell you, sometimes relationships just run their course, okay? It's sad, sure, but it happens. And yes, there will be a period where things may be a tad fraught, sure, bad blood and such, but ultimately, time heals all wounds, and the things that annoy you today won't necessarily annoy you quite so much tomorrow. By means of, for instance, I was furious, absolutely furious, at Angelina Jolie for breaking up Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. I boycotted her movies for a long, long time. Still never seen Wanted. Bending bullets? What does that even mean? But recently I found myself watching Those Who Wish Me Dead on Netflix. Remembered that I was boycotting her. Turns out the remote was slightly out of my reach and I was feeling rather tired, so I just kept watching. And do you know what? It's a great film. Very tense. I will never look at a forest fire the same way again. My point is, the USA is obviously in a great place right now. Obviously doing really, really well. The UK, absolutely the same. Both countries doing absolutely tippity-toppity. And I think we can both look at each other living our new lives, new jobs, new friends, new hairstyles, and think, yeah, I'm happy for you. Is that okay? Can I be happy for you? X. That's lovely, isn't it? That's a lovely sentiment. Most Americans these days would equate Independence Day less with hating British people and more with baseball games, fireworks, and eating lots of food. That's American, guys. That's American. What's that? How American? Oh, wow, that's a great question. I'd say as American as American as family simile. Family simile. What will the answer be? As American as what, y'all? Uncle Town! What a wonderful treat that is. Thank you so much for your generosity, Uncle Town. That's lovely. That's lovely. I salute you. I high-five you in the American way. But that is right. We are doing family simile right now. That is art. Thank you, Nana. Appreciate that. Get involved with the show by thinking of a creative way to finish off this simile. Yay. Yay. Yay for the subscription. Yay for the family simile. As American as. This segment is about pushing forward the boundaries of language, guys, to really engage your imaginospheres, to think of something unique. As American as what? Is it as American as a man in denim singing a love song about his truck? Is it as American as medication adverts that show you a woman doing karaoke, but tell you that something might give you vomiting, diarrhea, blindness, and night terrors? Or is it as American as the belief, nay, the knowledge, that you will one day be rich somehow? I don't want to do your work for you, but really get creative. And at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a winner, and if that's you, your name is going to go on the ticker below. Didn't get that timing right. That's absolutely fine. It was Monkey Pigsy Funk last episode with As Healthy as Gwyneth Paltrow endorsed Jade and Rose Quartz Eggs. It's a great simile. It's actually, even though it's for last week, or last episode rather, 2 weeks ago, it's actually a very American simile. For the uninitiated, these are egg-shaped jade or quartz stones sold through Goop, Gwyneth Paltrow's new age wellness company and lifestyle brand. Per Goop, women are supposed to, the website said, insert these eggs. So I assume you keep them in your mouth for varying periods of time, sometimes overnight, to get better connected to the power within. And all for the low, low price of $66. However, it should be noted that Goop did settle a lawsuit for $145,000, which claimed that Goop's, quote, advertised medical claims were not supported by competent and reliable science. But according to beauty guru / healer / inspiration / friend of Goop, Shiva Rose, quote, this practice is nearly as old as time. Many find value in it, even if modern day research hasn't caught up yet. So you can be ahead of the curve with these eggs, guys, bearing in mind that they're so effective that they're only accepted by science performed in the future. Yeah? That's an impressive egg. And where else could a company be set up to advertise the medicinal benefits of a stone egg that's backed up only by science available in the future, and it's all vouched for, not by a healthcare professional, but by Rosemary Shanahan from Shallow How? America. Wonderful stuff. Lovely foresight, Monkey Pixie Funk. Anyway, write a simile in the chat. Someone get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. And it could be you on the ticker next time. Let's go back to Maine. Let's go back to Maine. Wow. Let's see what's happened here. Let's see what's happened in the chat. In the chat. Lovely stuff. Lovely to see you, Gamer Hole. Hello. Lovely to see you, Nana Hobop. Killer Kilch, hello to you. Gorgeous hat. Thank you. Thank you. It's been receiving lots of compliments already, largely from people who don't quite realise how difficult it is to wear with headphones. Nana Hobop, is this a new Adidas sweater? That's a great question for you to ask, Nana. This is a... Oh! Killer Kilch! Wonderful stuff. Thank you so much. Generosity again. This is actually a new Adidas long sleeve tee. This is replacing the robe that I was wearing last time. Yay, 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 yay. Thank you, Team Rocket PvP. As my summer costume, my summer outfit. Because the robe was actually... I have a strange thing where if I don't actually wear a proper top, I do get more sweaty. I don't know if that's something that's common or whether that's something that so many things is unique to me. But this is a long sleeve tee. And this is... You can't really see the name tag, but there is a name tag because it's all... So this is... I took the USA long sleeve tee. Fantastic. Thank you, Nana. I took the USA and I converted that USA into what you get with Livetainment. Unique, superb art. That's all it is, guys. That's all Livetainment is. It's unique, superb art. Lovely stuff. Delish. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Which are we doing? Let's do this. Yeah, baby.
I give props cause though I'm great, there's lots of art I see that's made by artists that are almost but not quite as good as me. I am a giver, super selfless, gather round to see just who will get a most sought after, not me branded. Well done you.
Well done you guys. It's the part of the show where I give some mad props. Which is an American phrase, meaning lots of kudos. I want to give a quick well done you to some people who helped me this week, guys. And this is a bit of an admission, and I forbid you guys from freaking out when I say this, okay? I forbid you from freaking out. I'm going to give a well done you to some people that helped me out this week. The staff at Mount Sinai Hospital. Yeah. Dr. Gupta, Dr. Gutierrez, Dr. Polly, Nurse Camila, Nurse Rose, other Nurse Camila, and hospital porter Clyde, who told me a very funny joke about Polish people. Now, keeping someone alive, guys, is most definitely an art. There's no getting away from it. You keep someone alive, you make them and their loved ones pretty happy. You don't keep them alive, they get sad, yeah? If you perform surgery on them, things get tense. Lots of emotions flying around, lots of art. But this week, I went to hospital. Yeah. And in doing so, I realized that for the healthcare system in America, the healthcare professionals are doing something else as well. So I'm going to broaden this out. Thank you very much to the staff at Mount Sinai Hospital. But in general, the US healthcare industry... Oh, probably turn my phone off. That's fine. Yeah. So glad you're okay. Yeah, no, me too. This is something that I would like to cover in this upcoming dramatization of a portion of my time in hospital. Guys, this is a world premiere.
I, Notme, shall be portraying all parts in this particular dramatization. When I'm dressed thusly, I shall be portraying Winton Lestrange, hospital worker. But what does he do in the hospital? That's an early twist. He's just a regular, ordinary American Joe trying to earn his crust to support his family. Because I'm worried that at some points during this dramatization, you might start to think that old Winton is the bad guy. But if that starts to happen, just try and keep in mind, this guy's got 2 kids, yeah? And one of those kids has a disease. And when I am dressed thusly, I shall be portraying Notme, visionary artist and man recovering from being rushed to hospital. I mean, I suppose on one level you could say that this is a character. This is a man who cheated death. My God, I cheated death.
Hello, Doctor. A lady with bad skin told me to come in here. Okay. It's a lovely office.
Seems that you've had quite the 24 hours, Mr. Cromwell. The notes say you fainted.
Yes, I did. In my kitchen. Yeah. My employee/roommate called an ambulance. Which is actually pretty cool because I've never been inside an ambulance before, so bucket list, etc. Got here to the hospital, they put me on a drip, kept me overnight for observation. And I was woken up in the middle of the night, it's about 2 o'clock, to take some sleeping pills. And like, when you think about that creatively, that's actually kind of a trippy situation to be in, so that was pretty cool. And I woke up and got changed, and here I am.
And how are you feeling now?
Oh, much better. Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Much better. I was just dehydrated in the end, just a bit of dehydration. Super hot temperatures in New York this week. I wasn't drinking enough water. And then this morning I discovered that there was some saltine crackers that were going off, so I needed to wolf down about half a sleeve of them. That didn't help. But now, yeah, feeling a lot better now. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, I'm not a doctor, Mr. Cromwell. I am one of the hospital's financial custodians. Fancy title that ultimately means that it's part of my job to hand you and help you understand your bill.
Why would I need someone to help me understand a bill? I mean, at the risk of sounding braggy, I have received bills before.
Because it's likely that you won't be able to look past the
$23,000?
Exactly. And it's my job to impress upon you that that figure you see there is not what you will pay. I promise you here and now, Mr. Cromwell, that you will likely pay a very, very small fraction of that amount, depending on who you're insured with. So if you let me know your insurer, we'll be able to get this all straightened out.
I don't really understand, sorry.
Medical insurance.
Medical...
Insurance. Medical insurance. The thing you need to pay your medical bills. Do I take it from your general air of befuddlement that you don't have medical insurance? No Medicare, no Medicaid?
Who should have told me that I needed this?
At this point, Mr. Cromwell, I would like to redact a promise that I recently made to you.
Sorry, who's paying the $23,000?
You are, Mr. Cromwell.
I are? I can't... What? 23,000? Why is it so much, may I ask? I haven't even been here for 24 hours.
Well, the ambulance, the drip, the overnight stay, they all add up. Plus, we didn't 100% know what was wrong with you. We wanted to find out, so we ran some tests.
Some tests?
Several to many tests.
And what happens if I refuse to pay?
Honestly, Mr. Cromwell, I believe that letting you know that you are legally required to pay this bill and will be liable to very swift and severe punishment if you choose not to, ignores the great gift that you have been given here today. Consider most people terrified, stumbling through life, entirely unaware as to whether they have a biological time bomb in their veins or in their blood or in their nervous system. This is a pain that you don't have, the pain of not knowing whether they have, for instance, dengue fever.
Sorry, what's dengue fever?
It is a tropical mosquito-borne infection that can lead to a very severe, very nasty, flu-like illness.
And is it likely that I had that?
Absolutely not. But now you know that you don't. And please be clear, it wasn't likely that you had many of the things that we tested for, but it's still very, very important to check.
Okay, so what don't I have?
Well, dengue fever for one.
Right.
Heart disease.
That's a big one.
Crohn's.
Good.
An enlarged thyroid.
That sounds gross.
HIV.
Wow.
Diabetes.
Well, for now.
Chlamydia.
Yuck.
Heart failure.
Thank God.
Menopause.
I think that's women.
Deep vein thrombosis.
Okay.
Ebola.
Okay, that's good.
Gonorrhea.
Yikes.
Arthritis.
Ew.
Bronchitis. Hepatitis. Meningitis.
Ugh.
Heartworm.
That's dogs.
Cognitive dissonance.
Bigly.
Skin cancer.
Pleased with that one.
Throat cancer.
Ouch.
Bone cancer.
So lots of cancers.
Many cancers.
How many cancers are there?
Around 200.
And how many do we know I don't have?
68 of them. Doesn't that make you feel great?
I'd say great seems strong.
Well, if you're not feeling great, we can do some more tests. I mean, feeling generally icky is a symptom of a lot of different things.
No more tests, okay? Please.
Look, there are people who would say that we would have not done so many tests had we known that you did not have medical insurance, okay? I mean, again, the chances of you having Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome were very small. I would not be one of those people, though, who would say that. I'll stress that again. I am not saying that. Legally, you understand.
I just feel like if I can't convince my parents to pay for this, I'm going to be paying this off for the rest of my life.
I'm sure you'll think of something. The threat of impending legal action often does a wonderful job of just sharpening one's decision-making abilities. Although if you are struggling, I can prescribe you something to help you focus and help you make that decision. I mean, at this point, what's another $300, right?
No, thank you, okay? No more tests, no more medication. I'm fine. I was dehydrated, it was heat and crackers, okay? I'll just have lots of water when I get back. I'm fine. All I want to see, please, just some examples of people who've paid off this kind of debt on their own, okay? That's all.
All right. Easy. Wait, before they died?
Yes, before they died.
Okay. Get some of this dust off.
Oh, dust.
I don't like the sound of that cough.
No more. So there we go. Did you spot it? Did you spot what hospitals are doing in this country? It's tough for them, guys. It's real tough. Because not only are they having to keep people alive, but they're also having to make as much money as they can whilst they do it. Yeah, that's tough. That's splitting focus. Most surgeons, when in surgery, are just thinking about cutting and tying and cleaning the right bits. American surgeons have to do all that and wonder how to make it profitable. Yeah? It's a difficult line to tread, and they do it very well. They make a lot of money. So I say, well done you to the US healthcare industry. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I have affixed the flag to my hat. Ooh. Thank
need
you,
an
Uncle
NHS.
Tom.
I live in England.
Oh, said it out loud. How exciting. Thank you so much for the sweets. You need an NHS. I live in England. Well, the NHS has a more streamlined, they just have to keep people alive. Just have to make people feel better. So that, there's pros and cons. Pros and cons. Yeah? Pros and cons. More, I'd say more pros for the patients in a nationalised health service, personally speaking. Because, I will say as a result of the huge added expense that I am burdened with now, $23,000, there are changes coming in my life. I have been over my finances. I gave up pretty quickly, but cameraman George then went over my finances, and we've come to the very exciting conclusion that I, Notme, I'm going to have to get a permanent, full-time job. I'm going to have to get... No. Give me 2 seconds.
Last one before 1000 bits.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Tal. That's really nice. Really appreciate the generosity of that. As I was saying, I'm going to have to get a permanent full-time job. I'm okay. I am thrilled to be taking on this new challenge in my life and cannot wait to see what adventures this takes me on. However, it should be pointed out that this will give me less time to work on my Livetainment. How that affects things moving forward, I'm not entirely sure yet. Whether I will be able to produce less art, fewer shows potentially, shorter run times, who knows, or whether I'll be producing the same amount of content but just at a vastly lower quality, it remains to be seen. But I do hope that you'll stay with me during this exhilarating time. Let's cheer up.
I shall give you a task, it will not be that big an ask, but possibilities of us are in to impress. Please take a photo while at all, once all the options you've explored, or just use one you took before and win by SnapQuest.
Hark! 'Tis time for a SnapQuest. The time of the show I turn it over to your photo art that was inspired by a prompt. This week, the prompt was... America. And I have to say, cards on the table here, guys. Cards on the table. I thought this was going to go absolute gangbusters. I thought I would be drowning in photo submissions from you guys. It's a whole country, and it's a country that has a very vivid art-based identity. So I thought people would be sending me pictures all over the place. 4 people did, which is wonderful. And I'm pretty sure if I asked you to guess which 4 they are, you'd probably get 4 or 4. But I realized that maybe I was being unfair. Maybe I was being unfair because I'm putting out these prompts, SnapQuest, for SnapQuest most specifically and most keenly today. I'm putting out prompts that I myself would love to get on board with. If I were watching the show, I would have entered into this. But I realized I've got a smartphone. I've got a camera with me almost every moment of every single day. So if I see something America-based, I've got that in the back of my mind. Oh, I need to complete a SnapQuest. I can just take this wherever. Maybe many of you don't. Maybe many of you would have to take out a camera, take a picture, take it to get developed. That's 2 days. Get the pictures back, scan that into a thing, and it's a big hassle. And so I apologize for any negative thoughts I was sending out because people weren't getting involved with the SnapQuest. I apologize for that. But we do have, as I say, 4 outstanding snaps. So let's just dive in, shall we? Let's just dive in. We're kicking off with Killer Kilch. Killer Kilch is going for a very simple expression here. What is America? It's an American flag, first off. We can see the American flag. I can highlight it here. American flag. There we go. We have cowboy hat. Bang. There we go. That's American. We have an American person. Your girl, Sarah Kilch. So far, so good. We have an American icon. Marilyn Monroe. We have what looks to be the American flag over behind Marilyn Monroe in this picture. Very American. And now, the only other thing that I'm not 100% sure on, I don't know whether it's American to have a skew with picture in your house. I'm not sure. I don't know yay or nay. But regardless, there's a lot of Americanness going on inside this picture. So well done, Killer. Killer says, actually, I thought of sending pictures of inequalities, racism, but I settled on a classic, My Texan, with art by Ashley Sumner. So maybe it's part of the art that it has to be just a little bit, Whatever. However you slice it, guys. However you slice it. Oh, and Killer Culture says, art by Ashley Sumner. Check her out. She's amazing. American artiste. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Let's see what else we've got. Let's see what else we've got. Where's my cursor? There we go. There we go. Who's next? No, 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 not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Shut up. Definitely not Duda. Definitely not Duda bringing, highlighting a separate aspect of America and Americana. We have a hat here with USA written on it. There's nothing that American likes more than showing where they come from, even within their own country. I know a lot of people, you know, if they're traveling abroad, you know, an English person would like to have, you know, maybe a little Union Jack pair of shoes or pair of socks. So it's like, you know, I'm flying the flag, even though I'm abroad. Somebody from the Czech Republic wanting to, you know, have a little Czech Republic t-shirt or something. So you see them in London, you see them in Rome, you see them wherever. You think, oh, that person's from the Czech Republic, or Czechia, as it's now known. But America is somewhat unique in wanting to do it within its own country. Just saying, hey guys, I live in America. And people thinking, yeah, you're in your house and I'm in America, so that's, yeah, that makes sense. Just hammering it home. We've also got a lovely, very sparkly, also very American, tank top that says America on it 5 times. Again, doesn't say USA, so it's unclear whether this is about the country or about popular actor America Ferrera. But regardless, it's bright, it's quite garish, it's very American. I can't see the you probably won't be able to see the price tag, but it was also quite cheap, so depending on your opinion, you know, but that's a great one. And of course all of these are for sale. Very American as well. Thank you. Definitely, that's lovely work. TB has a note with this. Nothing more American than asking for a sandwich and getting this. Now, there's several elements to this that I really, really like. Number one, a lot of chips, or fries, as they're known in America. Fries, okay? We have a sandwich that is essentially meat and cheese. Now, what you English people won't necessarily realize, very difficult in America to find a sandwich that is made up of anything other than a meat and a cheese. You might say, oh, I just want a ham sandwich. What cheese do you want with it? I don't want cheese. What cheese do you want with it? Yeah? It's lovely. Cheese is melted, of course. And then also we've got this little fella. This little fella. Where are we? Here we are. This little fella here. This is what's known in America as a pickle. A pickle in the UK is a affectionate term for a young child. Hello, pickle. But in America, this accompanies any sandwich that you buy. It's essentially, in the UK, we'd have a gherkin, which would be a slice. This is just what that gherkin is sliced off from. They just say, we're just going to give you the whole thing. And I have to say, they're flippin' delicious. They're one of the great inventions of American cuisine. That pickle you wouldn't find anywhere else. Anywhere else. TB likes the pickle. Monkey Pixie Funk likes the pickle. Definitely Not Duda loves the pickle. We're pickle fans here. Hashtag pickle fans. Yeah? Nana Hobbob, a sandwich in the most abstract sense. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's... It looks like, and again, this is an American thing, they've taken the bread, the meat, and the bread. Instead of bread, they just replaced that bread with cheese. And then Uncle Town went for a Notme fact. Notme fact is about cheese. Notme loves cutting cheese with a wire. That's absolutely true. My parents used to have a wire to cut cheese with for cheese sandwiches. Yeah, and just get that little ping when you finish. Lovely sound. Really, really nice sound. Uncle Town also said change bulb color to pink. Not very American, but you're the boss. You're the boss. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's change that color. Let's change that color. That's pretty pink. That's pretty pink. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Thank you, Uncle Town. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, TB. You're getting involved with the Snap Quest. Appreciate that. Pickle fans. But then finally, the winner. Nana Hobob. And Nana, this is a wonderful picture in and of itself. Fireworks. There's an American flag again in that same kind of fashion of, yeah, but what country are these fireworks being sold in? America. You get a lot of that with various different companies. Oh, we're a towing company. We tow your car if you park it illegally. Park it illegally where? In America. In America. Oh, we're a sandwich company. Where am I eating this sandwich? In America. And this firework company, absolutely no different. Wanting to get that America in. It's lovely. It's sold in a tent. Fireworks in a tent. Why not? Why not? But Nana gives the context. And I think for me, it's the context that gives it this extra layer of quality that I really do appreciate. Here we go. Severe drought and high temperatures have increased the risk of fire around Oregon. Nana, an Oregonian. Even to the point where many cities and counties have banned the sale and or use of fireworks this holiday weekend. 4th of July, very popular with fireworks, even though it's the middle of summer and you have to wait until 10:30 before you can see them. They love the fireworks. Let's stay up late. Portland proper and our neighbouring county have joined in on the bans, but our county, Portland proper and our neighbouring county, the county that neighbours Nana, have joined in on the bans, but our county is undeterred. Suburban infernos be damned. This is America, and what good is the 4th of July if we can't set things on fire and watch what happens next? Also, think of the economy. The fireworks vendors won't be able to afford the fire damage insurance on their residents if they can't sell that sweet, superfluous, sulphurous splendor. Lovely little bit of alliteration there at the end. Lovely little bit of alliteration there from Nana. So basically, what Nana is getting at here is that this is very dangerous. The temperatures in the past week in Oregon have been disgustingly hot. So a lot of people are saying, you know what we don't want here is elective fires. We don't want to choose to start fires when we don't need to. But the fireworks companies are saying, hey, blowing up something is an American right, and you're never going to stop me doing that. And for me, that gives this snap the edge. That gives this snap the edge. So well done, Nana. And thank you very much for getting involved. But thank you to all of the snappers. A lovely celebratory raptor there. But thank you to all the snappers for getting involved. As with any artistic competition, the winner is based not on genuine superiority, but on caprice and whimsy, okay? So well done to the winner, but thank you to all of the acolytes who submitted your art and completed your quest. I salute you guys. I salute you. Let's head back to Maine. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Going great guns. So we're about to go into the final segment of the week, guys. If anybody has yet to do oh, snaps, lovely. A family simile. Make sure you get it in the chat. Oh, Nana Hob. Definitely not due to redeem a 16-second chill dance party. Oh my god, are we going to be able to do it? I think we're going to be able to do it, guys. I think we're going to be able to do it. How exciting. How absolutely thrilling. Where is the thing? There it is. There you are, you little cheeky swine. Are we ready? Because you've all got to dance as well, guys. You've got to dance as well. Yeah, I'm wearing white shorts as well. Yeah. Even though you're probably not going to see them, I invested in the white shorts as well. That's what you get with me. That's what you get. Let's create a little bit of space here. I hope you're ready, because I'm ready. I'm going to be getting down, and I hope you're going to join me as we enjoy a 16-second chill dance party and get some emotes going. Yeah, let's get some emotes going. America, y'all. And there's my final stance. There's my final dance stance. Wonderful stuff. Great emote work there. I'm not sure about the smelly cheese. But that's... I appreciate the effort. I appreciate getting involved there. That's lovely. Oh, wonderful. Haven't done one of those in a while. That was a joy. Thank you very much, definitely, for requesting. Oh, still got the music going. Let's go back to pink. Let's go back to pink. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Thank you, guys. We're doing haiku for Haiku's Day pickles. Sure. Now I know that I am running on a backlog of Haiku's Days. But I have written the previous one that I got. I just need to film it and sort it out. I was in hospital this week, guys, so let's not forget that. Yeah, but pickles, we'll add that. These will all get done. If you ask me any questions and they don't get answered immediately, they'll never be forgotten forever. Uncle Town, viva la revolution for the cheese. Absolutely. So definitely, it's coming. I'm going to pickle you up. That sounds...
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Art bet indeed. Your favourite time and mine. It's art bet. What do you have for us this week, Notme? You double wiener hot dog of a man. What have you got? What have you got? Oh.
Volunteer. I put out the call for Americans who love their country to get in touch and get involved with an art bet. And this guy said yes. This is Sosaflo. He is a long-time acolyte, sometime weakling. But I'm very, very pleased that he stepped up to the plate. That's a baseball reference, which is very, very American. The USA is exactly that. It's a U collection of S's. S's standing for states. Now, Canada has territories, the UK has counties, but nowhere in the world are the smaller parts of a country more important than America. You might assume that a common sense law that applies in one part of the country would apply across the entire country, but no, because some states have different definitions for what constitutes common sense. So the states, pretty important. So if Sosaflo loves the USA, he should be able to rattle off a whole list of states off the top of his head, right? Right? That will be his art challenge, but he doesn't know that yet. Let's head to Sosaflo to hear from him so you can gauge a little bit of how well you think he will do.
Sosaflo, thank you so much for taking time out of your, I'm sure, busy schedule to speak with me today to take part in an art bet. You will be asked to engage with a challenge. I asked you to grab a pen and a piece of paper. Do you have the pen and paper with you? Pen and paper.
Yes, sir.
Visible. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, the purpose of this section will be to give the ladies and gentlemen and anybody else an idea of how you will do at this challenge. However, you don't know what this art challenge is yet, so this could be tricky. I have designed 3 questions that I shall ask of you. 3 questions. And hopefully the answers to them will give people a bit of an understanding of how you're going to do it this. Okay, so question 1. Are you an honest man?
Yes.
That's a yes. Okay. There's a little hesitancy there, but that all goes into the melting pot of how people are interpreting things. Okay, question number 2. Are you a fast writer?
Yes.
Yes as well. Okay, this is good.
Not eligible, but it's fast.
I mean, will it be legible to you?
Yes, it'll be legible to me.
That's all we need. Okay, so that's good. And then question number 3, and the most important one, bearing in mind that this art bet will be taking place on the 4th of July, America special Most Week show. Bearing that in mind, the most important question for any American, and you are American, yes?
Yes, I am. Born, bred American.
Beautiful. The question 3 is this. Do you love America?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I do. I love
was-
America. It's great.
Wonderful, wonderful. There was some thinking which says that he's actually taking thought into it, not just a kind of knee-jerk, do you love America? Yeah, I love America. No, there's thinking, there's consideration involved. I like that. Okay.
It's been a rough year as an American, but I can still go to bed smiling and be happy, you know, be like, okay, I'm still proud of being American. I love my
That's
country.
wonderful. Not necessarily proud of all Americans, but love America.
There are Americans that I am proud of that I'm like, yay. And then Americans, you're like, but
Okay.
we're all Americans, right? That's
Absolutely.
what it's all about.
Absolutely. That's good. That's good. And so with that information, ladies and gentlemen, cherished weaklings, you need to make your guess.
So that's Sosaflo. He loves the USA, he's fast at writing, and he's an honest dude, which means that he should do absolutely tip-top at this art challenge of rattling off a whole list of states. That's his art challenge. Your art bet is very simply how many states do you think he'll be able to name? Back to you, not me.
Here we go. Okay, so it's about naming states here, guys. It's about naming states, but he has no time to prepare for this. This is going to be thrust upon him, yeah? Like a parking ticket. Can you make your guesses yet? No, you don't have all the information. Let's have some things to consider. Things to consider, if you please. Thing number 1. Sosaflo will be trusted to read his list honestly. I will not see his list. Obviously, it's pretty easy to cheat, but he claims to be an honest man. Do you believe him? Do you not believe him? Do you know what I mean? It's all part of the, yeah? To be trusted to read his list honestly and not add things as he thinks of them later. Number 2, there are no pen issues. The writing was unimpeded, okay? So I thought that might be a consideration. You think, if the pen runs out of ink for whatever reason, that's going to hold him up. It was a wonderfully working pen. About as good as you could hope, yeah? And then number 3, this could affect things. As Sosaflo writes, I will be reading facts about America. So it's not a silent challenge here. There's a dialogue with competing things. That affects things. That really does, guys. So take all of these things into consideration. If you have any other questions, feel free to get them in the chat. But if not, let's go to our options. I thought I'd give him 15. I thought, well, you know, I was thinking, you know, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, blah, blah, blah. But I thought, well, you know, most people will be able to, you know, list off a chunk. I think everybody would be able to get 10. Let's say that. Everyone could get 10. In 3 minutes, everyone could get 10. Wherever in the world you live. But do you go A, 0 to 15? Do you go B, 16 to 25? Do you go C, 25 to 35? Do you go D, 36 to 45? Or do you go E, 45 to 50? Now, Nana Hobbob said earlier he believed in Sosaflo, and he is showing that belief with an E. Thinks it's 45 to 50, thinks it's going to absolutely smash it. TB Douglas, little less confident, going with a B. Monkey Pixie Funk and definitely not Tudor, going with D's, 36 to 45. Interesting. Anybody else getting involved? Anybody else getting involved? It should be noted that Team Rocket PvP is Sosaflo. Okay, so please don't try and glean the answer out. I mean, it seems like it's not gonna be an issue because Team Rocket PvP, aka Sosaflo, has already forgotten how many he got. TB, time pressure and distractions make it harder, I think. Couldn't agree with you more, TB. Couldn't agree with you more. There's a very good chance that had I given more time and or shut up. Look at this. This is Sosaflo. This is Sosaflo in emote form. Very exciting. But yeah, if I just shut up, it's very possibly he could have done better. But how did he do? Is that everybody? Is that everybody who's getting involved? 5. Rough week this week. That's fine. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we've got. You did great, Team Rocket. You did great.
Thanks very much for making your guesses, guys. Good luck to everybody who has made their guesses. Now let's head over to Sosaflo himself to see how he gets on with this challenge.
Fast writing skills, I got them.
for America.
You've got the fast writing skills, you love America, and you're an honest dude. That's lovely. That's lovely. People have made their guesses. People have either backed you or not backed you, as is their right. Some of them will have said Sosaflo is going to do real well at this. Others have said Sosaflo is going to absolutely poop the bed. And both of those are legitimate answers.
I will say nobody.
However well you do is however well you do. There is no winning and no losing here, okay?
Okay.
You just need to attack this challenge and do the best you can, okay?
Got it.
So you will have 3 minutes, when I say go, 3 minutes
Still doesn't know what the challenge is.
to write down as many American states as you can.
Okay.
The 3 minutes will be up. Then you will read through the list. I'll check them off against my list here, and we'll see how many you get. Do you understand the challenge?
I understand the challenge.
Lovely. So write down as many United States as you can in 3, 2, 1, go. Whilst you write, I will read out some facts.
Got to spell it all?
No, it just needs to be legible to you. Just needs to be legible to you. As long as you can read that list after the 3 minutes, then we're all good. And let's read some facts about America as you write. The United States is the third largest country in the world by land mass, nearly as big as the entire continent of Europe. Interesting. The United States is the third most visited country by international tourists after Spain and France. You didn't expect Spain and France to be 1 and 2, did you? That's interesting. That is interesting. Lake Superior, here we go, on the United States-Canada border, is the largest body of fresh water in the world by surface area. The lake covers 31,700 square miles, which is massive. 1 minute gone. Which
I
means...
slaughtered Massachusetts' spelling, by the way.
as long as you can
Help
read it,
spellings.
sir. As long as
Okay.
you can read it. Which means that Lake Superior has enough water within it to cover the entirety of North America and South America in a foot of water. Now, if that doesn't blow your mind, I might suggest that your mind is unblowable. The Pentagon, the headquarters of the Department of Defense, is the world's largest office building by floor area. World's largest office building.
Facts.
America is the home to 100% of the people who've walked on the moon. Nobody else has walked on the moon, just America. The United States is home to nearly 45 million immigrants, more than any other country in the world. According to some, that's too many. But that's not what we're dealing with here. What else have we got? Oh, this is a big one. This is 2 minutes gone, so less than a minute left.
Okay.
More than 9 in every 10 Americans have eaten pizza in the last month. According to some estimates, Americans consume the equivalent of around 100 acres of pizza every single day. Again, your mind has been double blown now. The Lake Superior one and this one, just absolutely crackerjack facts here. On any given day in the United States, about 84.8 million adults, 37% of the adult population, consume some form of fast food, which explains some things. We've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Sosaflo. Okay. So those are some frustrated sounds. How do you right now, gut check wise, how are you feeling about how you did before we actually get to the list? How are you feeling?
I feel like I wanted to start going starting from the West Coast and then just taking it all. And then what just started happening was I filled in the gaps of sections of the country that I knew. I was like, oh, okay. So I know Florida, they've got Georgia, there's South Carolina around there. Arkansas is in there. Okay. Oh, New Hampshire, Delaware, Rhode Island. Okay. Good. Oh, don't forget about, the Midwest. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm all over the map here. So
you started functionally with a very nice system and then pretty quickly it all just fell apart.
The first two were on the same beach side. So I go California, Oregon.
It got you to 2, and then after the 2, it
Texas.
just Texas.
Texas.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And I think it is fair to say that with 3 minutes and no prep time, it's very unlikely that anybody it would have forced you to write down one every 3.4 seconds or something. Okay. So it is very unlikely that anybody could have got all 50. So this is just about how well you have done. Okay. So, Sosaflo. This is exciting. This is interesting. What is the first state that you have written down? Let's do the list.
California, baby.
California. Here we go. Number 1.
Bam.
Well, who's next?
Oregon, Texas, Florida. A lot of big states here, a lot of big known states.
Knocking off the big ones. Utah.
And Utah.
Heading down to Utah, Mormon country.
All over the place at this point. Colorado, Washington State, and Idaho are my next 3. We got Montana, and New Mexico, and Arizona as my 9, 10, and 11. Nebraska, and followed that up with both of the Dakotas. So I wrote out South Dakota and North Dakota. Literally wrote out South Dakota, North Dakota.
That's good. I mean, it may not be the most efficient way of doing it, but nobody said you had to be efficient. I mean, you could have just stopped at 14 if you wanted to. God, that's your right as an American.
Delaware, Connecticut, and New Hampshire, Massachusetts, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We got West Virginia, Alabama, and Georgia are my next 3. Kentucky.
From Georgia to Kentucky. What a beautiful journey.
To Rhode Island, back down to Tennessee, up to Illinois, over to Wisconsin, over to Minnesota, down to Arkansas, out to Missouri, Mississippi, back up to Michigan.
Crossing off all those M's. That's smart. That's smart.
Ohio and Indiana. And that is it.
Hey,
that's what I got.
That's pretty good. That is 35 states.
Over
35 states. And I think you should be pretty proud with that, because that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. So 35 states, guys. I say well done you, Sosaflo, for taking the art challenge. And really performing it very, very well. Congratulations to those of you who guessed correctly. Use this victory as a sign that this upcoming week is going to be your week. How could it be anything but? God is clearly on your side. For those of you who didn't guess correctly, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean a thing. So how do you feel knowing that you got 35, knowing that means 15 that you neglected? 15, 16, yeah. Okay, that you neglected. How do you feel about that? You feel like you honored your country as an American?
Yeah, I think I did as an American. I think I did a lot better than a lot of these other Americans.
There's that American confidence.
I'm pretty proud of how well I did. I haven't looked at a map in so long.
Why would you? You know where you live.
I completely forgot about Alaska and Hawaii.
They're the freak ones. Easy. They're the non-contiguous ones. Yeah, I assumed would have been in there. Yeah. New York, one of the more well-known states.
And I'm a Yankee fan too, and I forgot to write down New York.
So you honored your people as an American. Strike one. That's wonderful. And then you disgraced your other people as a New York Yankees fan.
Oh my God!
I mean, that's a mixed afternoon for you. That's a mixed afternoon.
That is a mixed afternoon for you.
But what did we learn from this whole experience? What did you learn, Sosaflo, from this experience?
I learned I know 35 states off the top of my hand, and that's not including like 3 of the easiest ones. So, like if
Absolutely.
I had a second to look at my list and be like, oh, I'm missing New York, Alaska, and Hawaii, and that's, like I'd feel better. But I mean, 35, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic. We all have that knowledge within us. And any other Americans and any other non-Americans, feel free to take this challenge at some other point. Give yourself 3 minutes, a pen and a paper, write down those states, and let me know how you did. Thank you very much, Sosaflo, and well done to all of you for playing. Congratulations. Thumbs up. Sosaflo, thumbs up, please. Double thumbs up. Beautiful.
And there we go. There we go. A wonderful showing, I think. 35. It's over half. Over half of all of the states that Sosaflow got. I say well done, Sosaflow. I unfortunately can't say well done to any of you guys because nobody picked C. Nobody picked C whatsoever. Which is, fine. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame. Aaron Boone is like crying. I don't know who Aaron Boone is, but I hope he is not too sad to really get the most out of a fantastic weekend. Aaron says, Sosaflow says, you all had higher faith in me, and I appreciate that. It's a positive community here at the Most Week Show. Weaklings support weaklings. I think that's as simple as we can put it. Weaklings support weaklings. We're past one now, so let's head straight. Let's head straight to family simile results. My gosh, we had some great ones here. Let's see what we've got. Got a lot of long ones. A lot of you really wanted to get in with some long ones. We'll start with a short one. TB Douglas is American as eating contests. Absolutely. Eating contests, the kind of thing where it's kind of like organized professional swimming contests, I would say. It's a thing that you have to do to stay alive, but some people say, well, if we just do this more, we can make some money out of it. That's American. That's a wonderfully American thing. And feel free to get in the chat. No, that's an upcoming musing for Tuesday I Am Smart the Notme quiz thing, so I'm not going to spoil that one. Otherwise, I'll have to think of another one. Nana Hobob, as American as Madonna. Interesting. Which is to say fully American, but sometimes you buy a residence in Europe and speak with a vaguely British accent because you wish you weren't American. Yeah, I can agree with that. She is technically... Get it in the chat. I mean, don't get it in the chat because it will spoil things upcoming. But yeah, Nana, you can look forward, and anyone else who's smart enough to be a smarty can look forward to engaging with the musing vaguely about what we were just talking about in a couple of weeks, potentially. Because we never know with I Am Smart the Not Me quiz what rounds are going to be picked. That's the exciting thing about it. We'll move on. Madonna, yeah, kind of turned her back on the Americanity of it all. Kind of turned her back on humanity, though, at the same time. She's kind of like there's Madonna, there's Tilda Swinton, there's Shia LaBeouf, people just operating outside of the usual sphere of human experience. And fair play to them. She's got great arms. Cameraman George, as American as being at a baseball game, head to toe in team merch. Love that shortening. Merch. Well done, George. That's lovely stuff. Eating a hot dog and having a couple of beers on a summer's day. That sounds lovely. It's, you could also have the same experience not at a baseball game. The baseballness of it doesn't really impact your experience too much. Obviously, that is generally an extra kind of $15, $20 depending on where you are for a ticket. But you can stand anywhere wearing the uniform, wearing the merch, eating a hot dog and having a couple of beers on a summer's day. That's available wherever you are. But that's lovely, George. I appreciate that. Monkey Pixie Funk, as American as a team of John Wayne clones. John Wayne clones, okay. Started off with the clones. Here we go. Wearing triple denim. Triple denim, playing baseball against a team of sentient food men composed entirely of Trader Joe hot dogs with apple pie faces and Twinkie eyes, driving Chevrolets. So they're driving Chevrolets whilst playing a baseball game. This is wonderful. This is just a real smorgasbord of imagery, and it conjures with my imagination. I would like to see probably an animated version of this, probably a 2D animated version of this particular scenario. A couple of issues, if I can pull you up on a couple. Apple pie faces. People say American as apple pie. Apple pie, very possibly invented by English people. So Americans have tried to claim it, but it's English, and if it's not English, it's probably Dutch. So that makes it a little less American, as does John Wayne clones wearing triple denim. I assume that's denim jeans, denim shirt, denim jacket, which has been referred to by people in my vicinity as a Canadian tuxedo. So perhaps that's more Canadian than American. I don't know. Definitely not Duda, as American as the film D2, The Mighty Ducks. That's a very specific family simile. A very specific family simile. It's very American. I mean, again, is ice hockey more Canadian than American? I'm not sure. But it's, you know, it's got Emilio Estevez, and I believe it's still got Kenan Thompson. That's pretty American. That's pretty American. And Killer Kilcher's American as a Texan American eating Mexican food. Okay. At a gas station, American, after filling up their Ford F-150. Ford F-150, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, we got some interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff. Team Rocket PvP, big fan of D2 The Mighty Ducks. So American. Emilio. Okay, so maybe I didn't give that enough recognition. That's fair enough. Maple Panda wants to start an apple pie war. Sure, absolutely. I mean, come on. We can all be civil here, guys. Apple pie is a delicious thing. I will say apple pie with custard is more uniquely British. Custard, not so much a thing over here. Nana Hobble, very American to be claiming other countries' things as our own. That works. That works, absolutely. Team Rocket PvP, Foggy from Daredevil on D2. I know his name. It's something weird. That's all I remember. But the winner, and let's see how this is formatted, because I have to type it in without seeing how it's formatted. The winner, oh no, that's terrible. That's a really bad job. It's Maple Panda. Here we go. It's as American as wearing your trousers and fringe, eating savory scones, watching a tap running over the pavement, which leads up to the escalator up to your flat. No, sorry. Wearing your pants and bangs, eating biscuits, watching faucet run over the sidewalk, which leads to the elevator up to your apartment. Really, lift. Sorry, yes. Elevator is not an escalator. Elevator is a lift. Yep, absolutely. Apologies. I've been here for 6 years, guys. So let's not start a culture war against Notme, okay? But this is wonderful, highlighting the differences between English and American English. It's possible I have forgotten. I haven't been in a lift for some time. Maybe I need to reconnect with my English roots. But thanks to you, Maple Panda, this is getting me one step closer, so I appreciate that. Well done to it's Maple Panda, a wonderful family simile winner. This is all about language, and so's this simile. I think that's what pushed it over the edge. So let's go to HOWDY quickly as we finish this up. Number 1, write a poem. Fish. Obviously, this week, more people probably had ideas for the Snap Quest than actually engaged with the Snap Quest. You want my advice, guys? Write a poem today, immediately following the show, about fish. Then it's done, and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. Email it to me, iamnotme, iamart@gmail.com. Number 2, write a pun for A Case of the Pun Days. We're caught up with A Case of the Pun Days. I just need to share some of last week's ones today. React to them. We didn't have too many of them because maybe we went too highbrow with sport and toys. It was a difficult combination. So we only had a few, so I'll do them a little bit later. But get involved tomorrow with A Case of the Pun Days. Lots of fun. It's on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're not doing yourself a big favour. And then on Tuesday, we've got another I Am Smart. Not everybody can watch that. I appreciate it. It's a very awkward time for UK people. But if you don't watch on Tuesday, you can comment on my musing post on Friday. A musing that we will share and engage with on Tuesday will be recycled. Always important to recycle. On Friday on Instagram. So engage with that. Write a comment for that. Get involved with that. Gosh, what a thick and full and juicy episode that was. If I had a way to describe it, I would describe it as yeehaw! Yeehaw! Episode. A huge thank you to you all for watching and engaging and making it, I think, the best episode that I have ever created. I am Notme, I am Art, and I'm wishing you a very happy, a very American, and a very creative rest of your 4th of July and a creative week ahead. Thank you very much all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. No, nobody won the art bet. Everybody guessed. guessed incorrectly. Well, no, that's one of the things that makes it so exciting.
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. What'll happen, gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this, I'm going to blow your mind. Next week on the Most Week Show.